Alright guys, we have some new tech that just recently got discovered by yours truly. All jokes on you, I didn't discover shit, this is old tech. Power shifting, if you know anything about Feral Druid, normally speaking, if you change your forms, let's say to a bear, right? Or to a cat, your energy bar would be empty, but we are abusing the horror talent, right? Allows you to keep up to, it says 20, but at rank 5 it's 100 points of energy when you shapeshift into cat form, right? So even if we are in a caster form, right here, if we turn into a cat, we are instantly at 100 because it's charging in the background, right? Well, that's cool and all, but how is that power shifting? It is not, right? It's literally just you using the talent as it's designed, right? Okay, sure. So let's say we do some attacks here. We use our Fairy Fire for the energy, we use our Tiger's Fury for energy, all the good stuff, right? You might have noticed I have now a new weak aura on this one, the global cooldown tracker, right? And you might be asking, why you need that? Well, because we are now officially power shifting. Let's see how it goes. Let's dump our energy real quick. Boom! Where did that energy come from? Boom! Where did that energy come from? Well, we got ourselves our Wolfshead helmet. Wolfshead Helm of accurate strikes. Doesn't have to be accurate strikes, but that's what I've got by crafting. And it's a special property which says when shapeshifting into cat form, the druid gains 20 energy. When shapeshifting into bear form, the druid gains 5 rage. The thing is, if you're a feral from a classic vanilla, right, you might know that for them the energy charged differently. It was every 2 seconds you get a tick of energy, and they would power shift, aka change forms, to gain that energy from her and from this. In Wrath of the Lich King it works differently. It's a smooth energy charge all the way through. But this helmet doesn't need you to be at 0 energy to gain the maximum benefit from it. You can be at 60, you can change your forms and still gain 20. No problem. So, one more time. Dump some energy, right? We're empty. Shift, and we gain energy back, right? Rake, dump energy, dump energy, dump energy. We're dumping. We can shift again. Okay, and now I pressed it too fast, right? I pressed it too fast, so what happened was I have a nifty macro here, somewhere, here, that instantly cancels the aura, cat form. It cancels this one. If I type it out, cancel aura, cat form, boom, it turns me into a human, right? But also instantly casts right away. So it turns me out of cat and into cat instantly. The only issue is, if you have global cooldown on, you cannot spam that macro. You have to be really precise with your inputs. So I think there is like some macro black magic where you just put form requirements in it. I know it's possible, but I don't remember how to do it, so I'm not gonna do it. But basically, if you press it once, it looks like nothing happened, but in actuality we changed our form back and forth again, right? And here you see the GCD bar. Since GCD for caster form is 1.5 seconds by default, and caster and GCD for cat form is 1 second, I believe. Look, it's much faster. 1 banana. 1 banana. 2 banana. Almost 2 bananas in, right? So that's the difference. So one more time, let's say you're DPSing, right? You have your bleeds up, you have your mangle up, you have your rakes up, and now you use your fairy fire, you're out of energy, right? You have a little bit of time, we're waiting. We can shift, get energy back, right? And keep DPSing. In a nutshell, this is literally just trading one empty GCD for 20 energy. If you have an empty GCD, that is. Right? And I'm not sure, but if you think about it, Fairy's Favor requires you to also spend the GCD and also gives you 20 energy. But the thing is, Fairy Fire has 1 second GCD and not 1.5. So I'm not sure how useful this actually is in endgame. I'm using it currently every now and then. Like right now I have tons of resources. I have Omen, right? Omen again. Missed. I have Fairy Fire still. I can rip. I have still my resources, right? All the things are happening in the background. I have Fairy Fire. I can bite. Okay, now I'm out of resources. Completely out of resources. Shift. Fairy Fire. I'm full. Right? This could be handy actually for the build that people wanted to talk about, like the Mangler build, where you just spam mangles. Of course with the rips and whatnot, but right now I have no energy. I switch, I mean. Right, so anytime I'm low on energy, I'm all low on CP, I'm low on resources, like all of that, I just switch and I instantly gain 20 energy. So, does that mean this helmet is best in slot? Maybe. Maybe it is. Maybe it just could be. I'm not sure exactly. It all depends on how good our energy generation is at the end game, as in all the resources like combo points, whatnot. You will have way more crit at the end game. Like I'm sitting at 20.5%. In real end game, in raid buff, you will have like 50%, which is way more than you normally have. But you're still kind of limited by energy gains. So I could see a world where at end game we get rid of this completely. Fairy's Favor, we get rid of this and put something else in it. The main problem is we have no other choices at the moment, I think. I would have to look really hard what is in there that's really good, but maybe, right? That's just yeah, for example, this is just a tiny increase, like 6%. That's not so good, but it is something after all, right? It could be good. I'm not sure. I would have to read through them, think about it real hard, and then decide. But we will see in the future. Right now I am level 52. Feral starting to feel really good. I'm still waiting patiently for my Savageur, level 54. Very patiently. And also, to facilitate the constant switches, right? Right, look how much mana this consumes. Right, it nukes my mana. So, to facilitate those changes, I have 2 and 2 improved leader of the pack. Normally you wouldn't use this a whole lot, in my opinion, but it's actually kind of underrated. Like having that ability to switch forms back and forth and recover mana on your own without relying on other sources is pretty good, in my opinion. Also, this talent reduces mana cost of switching forms, so it's helping with that. So if you really want, you can also go here with the crossover talent. You will get even more switches for free. And then it's like, whatever, you're switching constantly, right? So, with all confidence, I can say that power shifting is indeed back. So now, we can do this. I'm out of mana. It's over.